Okay, hi everybody from the old homestead here in Putnam Valley, New York. This is meteorologist Joe Rayo. I was just on my Facebook page a few moments ago, decided to shift gears and head over to my YouTube channel. And if you are not already a YouTube subscriber to my channel, Joe Rayo Weather, I fully invite you, wholeheartedly invite you to join. I'll mention this in just a few moments. Nothing on the chat board at the moment, although I'm sure others will begin coming on in a short interval of time. I just want to let all of you know that we are in an exceedingly boring weather pattern. And let me tell you something, when it's boring for me, I'm sure it's great for a lot of you because at this time of the year, mid February, we have seen in the past some pretty wild and woolly weather in terms of frigidly cold conditions, very gusty, stormy conditions, snowy conditions. I cannot believe that I can step outside right now and see hardly any snow. We had a snowfall here, if you remember, on a Saturday a few weeks ago. It was January the 19th. We have in a few spots here a little, bloblet of snow here and a little bit of snow there. That's it. 99.8 or 9% of my property is just completely snowless. And we have not had very much in terms of snow, and it doesn't look like we're going to see very much in the way of snow in the coming days ahead. Although tomorrow night we may get what I'm calling a cheap thrill by getting an hour or two or three of wet snow before it changes over completely to just plain old rain. We are looking tonight at a night where the skies are gradually going to clear, especially in the late night hours after midnight, and temperatures by daybreak are going to be getting down probably into, well, let's see, I'm calling for lows tonight of 27 to 34. 27 to 34 degrees. You know, the normal low temperature at this time of the year is 22. So we're going to be running ahead of the ball game so far as temperatures are concerned tonight. Temperature wise, upper 20s, lower 30s, the 20s probably in the valley, rural areas, and the low 30s and mid 30s for coastal and urban locations like Yonkers, Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, Rye, places near the water, hovering right around the freezing mark. Then tomorrow, not a bad day at all. It's going to start with sunshine. Probably we'll see some increase in high cloud cover during the midday and afternoon hours. Temps tomorrow, if we manage to hold on to the sun long enough, we'll probably get up close to 50 degrees. That's not bad considering the normal high at this time of the year is 40. So we'll be about 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year, for goodness sakes. Then tomorrow night, here comes the precipitation. It's the same old story. We have a weather front that's draped across the southeastern and mid Atlantic area. We're going to see waves or ripples of low pressure. We have seen that happen. We're going to see it happen again tomorrow night. One wave or of low pressure is going to scoot up along that front, pass us by tomorrow night and early Thursday. Initially, when the precipitation comes in, it may be cold enough for snow, and we might see an hour or two or three of wet snow in places, but it's not going to last for very long. Temperatures are going to be going up slowly tomorrow night after initially dropping into the mid and low 30s tomorrow as the precipitation gets ready to begin, then climbing back up above freezing during tomorrow night, changing whatever snow we see over to just plain rain. Rain or drizzle to start off Thursday. That'll clear out and by midday, we may get some pokes of late day sun. Temperatures on Thursday up again close to or within a few degrees of 50. And then we're going to see something we haven't seen too much of this winter season, a batch of rather cold weather. And as we have seen on the other two occasions when we did get the cold, it doesn't last for very long. We had a spell of cold weather around Martin Luther King Day back around the 20th of January. And just before Christmas, we had some cold weather. It lasted for about a day or two, and then it warmed up very quickly. We're going to see the same thing happen Friday into the weekend. On Friday, we're looking for temperatures to drop into the 20s. It'll be bright and sunny on Friday, lots of sun, but cold weather, 20s, not getting much higher than that. At night, Friday night, dropping through the teens into the single digits. Yes, a very cold start to the day on Saturday. Many of you will see temperatures, if not hovering around 10, maybe very well down into the single digits. I haven't seen too much of that this winter season. And then Saturday, again, another bright sunny day, temps recovering back into the 20s. And then here we go, bouncing back to or above 40 on Sunday. President's Day Monday, around or just above 40, low 40s. and maybe by this time next Tuesday, we'll be in the middle 40s. If you're wondering about snow, I haven't looked at the chat board yet, but for those of you who are not with me on Facebook a few moments ago, if you're wondering if there's any snow in the future, we talked about this last night on the Joe and Joe show with Mr. Chiaffi. We are probably not going to be seeing snow for a significant snow that you can, get your snow shovel out and shovel. We're not going to see anything like that in the foreseeable future. The weather pattern just does not favor, it seems, the combination of any cold air and any significant snowfall. I know some of you are hanging your hat and crossing your fingers about a storm that the longer range models are suggesting will be here on the 21st of February, but I must tell you now that the last I looked at the GFS, and they have most, if not all, of the precipitation with that system passing off to our south at the end of next week. And I haven't had a chance to look at the European, but it doesn't matter. Once you go beyond 5 days, it's really a storm or the position of certain weather systems are just simply not going to match up. Let's say beyond 5 days, sometimes beyond 3 days. So it doesn't really look like we're in for any kind of protracted spell of cold weather or stormy weather in the foreseeable future. So if you are a snow lover, I'm sorry, but every once in a while, every so often, you get a clinker. So far as wintry weather is concerned, and this is looking more and more like a clinker. I mentioned here's a little bit of snow statistic for you. As far as February is concerned, there have been only 4 cases at Central Park where we have had just a trace of snow for the entire month of February. In 2002, that happened. In 1981, in 1971, and in 1938. Prior to 1938, every February from 1869 to 1937 had at least some measurable snow. In 38, there was only a trace. And again, only 4 cases have produced a February with just a trace of snow. This may be case number 5. We have yet to see more than a trace. Maybe we'll pick up a little bit, between now and the end of the month, but it doesn't look like that may happen. And as far as February with no snow at Central Park, that's only happened once, and that was in the El Nino year of 1998. Let's quickly check the chat board here. Again, this is just a short fused update. Steve LaPont is on, along with Danny Nankumar. Danny was on with me on Facebook. So was Tim Veltman. And let's see who else. Pamela Gasper. Yes, indeed. Pamela, I'll ask you a question. I know it likely is not true. Are you any relation to Rod Gaspar, who used to play for the New York Mets, the Miracle Mets of 1969? He played the outfield for the Mets in a part-time role, scored the winning run in Game 4 of the 69 World Series against the Orioles, coming home after J.C. Martin's bunt was thrown, hit him and went out into right field. I'm just curious. I was just wondering if you had any relation to Rod Gaspar. Or was it Gasper? I'm not sure now if it was P-A-R or P-E-R. Well, in any case, how are you? How are you, Pamela? And Timothy. And let's see, who else is on today? That seems to be, and James. James, I don't have any last name there. But James, you're on. Thank you for watching. I hear somebody saying that, according to Steve LaPont, this needs to be watched wave number 3. Well, I frankly don't think so, Steve. Tomorrow night again, this third wave might bring us a touch of snow tomorrow night, but I really don't see much of anything happening once we get past midnight tomorrow night. I think it's going to be too warm for any more snow to be mostly. I myself here in Putnam Valley, the last couple of waves initially gave me some snow. At least it accumulated on my deck a little bit, but then it was washed away very quickly by the ensuing rain that occurred. Don't bother that. That's the phone. My wife will answer that upstairs. In any case, we're going to shut this down now. I do want to say one more time to all of you who are watching, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube page, the Joe Rayo weather page here on YouTube, please do so. It doesn't cost anything. Again, we're trying to gain subscribers and trying to hit that magic 1,000 mark, and tell friends about Joe Rayo Weather on YouTube. And we're hoping to do some improvements in the days and weeks to come, and actually get weather graphics up here for you to look at, like Joe Chaffee does on his channel. But Joe runs for our Joe and Joe shows runs for like 45 minutes to sometimes even an hour and a half. I'm going to shut this down after another few more moments here, and you will be able to see me tonight with Joe. We'll be together on the Joe and Joe Weather Show on his YouTube page. That'll be tonight again at 7 o'clock. So that's it for now. We'll talk again tonight at 7 on the Joe and Joe Show, and probably sometime tomorrow I'll set something up here on YouTube and also my Facebook page. It doesn't look like much is going to be changing here in the foreseeable days, especially so if you are hoping for any kind of major storminess or any kind of snow. But at least it will get cold for a short time later on this week. So until then, this is Joe Rayo wishing all of you a happy Tuesday. We'll see you tonight on Joe and Joe, and we'll perhaps talk to you again tomorrow right here on YouTube and also on Facebook. Have a good one, everybody.